Hello, 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 my beautiful people. Welcome back. Welcome back to my channel. This is Akasha, and this is Akasha's journey. Well, I am trying very, very diligently to be a part of Vlogtober. It's my very first time, and if you don't know what that is, it's that all of the YouTubers that are participating is doing a video every day of the month of October. Now, I started this channel at the beginning of this year. I was on fire. I was doing videos a couple of times a week, and of course, as in my typical Akasha fashion, I let life start life and I get off track. That is typical of my whole life. So, an attempt again, and my attempts to never give up and keep on trying no matter what, no matter how long I stay off track, and to always reel myself back in. This time I'm going to do it. You got to keep encouraging yourself no matter what. Whether you believe it or not, just keep on doing it until you make it come to fruition. I'm going to do it. So, what I'm thinking about doing, not thinking about, what I'm going to do, because I'm learning how to speak it into fruition too. I'm looking to create very, very sustainable and permanent changes in my life that will help me get me to where I want to where I want to be. And where is it, you might ask, where I want to be? I want to be a healthy individual, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically healthy in all aspects of my life. How am I going to do that? Well, I am not going to recreate or do anything. I'm going to pull from all of the sources that's out there that have been tried and true to work. So I labeled my top 5 things that I need to work on in the beginning to make all of these things stick and stay. So I could honestly say that I don't know how many videos that's going to be from this one on. It's going to be super duper heavy, really, really dark. So if you have like sensitivity to talks about trauma, fear, shame, inadequacies, all of the stuff that we all feel, that we all go through, depression, my next few videos may not be for you. But I do want to invite people who are going through life feeling like, yeah, you have gotten to a certain age and you're examining your whole life and feeling like you haven't arrived where you feel like you should be or you could be. And we're going to kind of transmute all of the shame, guilt, embarrassment, whatever it is, and transmute that into a good, great thing. There's I want to say a scripture or a saying that says, count it all joy. I don't know if it's actually scripture based or if I heard it in church. I was very, very heavy in church for about 6 or 7 years. I do not participate in organized religion. I am super duper spiritual, but I don't discount my religious stage. I believe it was the catalyst to get me into spirituality. I do believe that there's a great almighty creator. I just don't believe in it and that aesthetic and in that package that religion presents us with. So with all of that being said, I'm going to share some of the things that I wrote down that I want to pay attention to. One of the YouTubers that I like to watch on and off, and I love her for her consistency, whether she's making strides in her weight loss or not, is Mika Fasting Weight Loss. And what I love about her is that she's consistent, and the fact that, you know, even if she go away for a little bit, she comes back, and when she comes back, she is super honest, she's super transparent, and I love that about her. Another one that I really like that she goes away and I understand her so deeply is Miss Maya. I absolutely adore her. And a lot of the things that Miss Maya go through kind of mirrors my life a lot. I just wish that for her that she would stay on track, because even though she thinks she's so old, she still have youth on her side. And like everything in life, when the younger you are and you address and attack whatever issues that you have going on in life, you have the ability to have that bounce back, especially in your body. You know, you'll lose the weight faster, your body looks better, a lot of things, because of how our genetic makeup is just better when we're younger. So I wish and pray for her that she really do what she needs to do to get where she needs to be. Now that I said that and gave all the accolades to the people that I really like, right now Mika Fasting Weight Loss is doing a 75 hard challenge. I'm not there yet, and I don't want to do anything that's going to super duper overwhelm me, but I like the concept. So what I'm going to do, and I think that'll work for me, is come up with my top 5 things that I feel like that I need to pay more attention to. And it's going to be like a pros and cons sort of thing. I'm going to list 5 things that I think that is my cons, and I will do those today. And then tomorrow I will list 5 things that will be my pros, and then individually work on them. I'm not going to overwhelm myself, because I feel like people who have had a lot of past trauma lack certain things like discipline, accountability, all of the things that people usually lack that deals with any sort of addiction, myself, food addiction and stuff like that. When we try to do things to get ourselves better, we try to do everything at one time. Absolutely everything. We want to go on a diet. We want to work out. We want to, deal with our mental issues that got us there all at once, instead of kind of chipping away a little bit at a time. So I'm going to list the 5. I already have them listed. So I'm going to name the 5 things that I feel is my top 5 cons that's either blocking me, stopping me from getting to where I need to be, the root cause that got me here. All of those are the top 5, and I want to address them accordingly, but not to the point where I'm overwhelming myself. Now, again, this is a warning. If you have any problems with, like I said, trauma, depression, talking about past traumas growing up, sexual abuse, anything like that, I will be talking about that in my next few videos. That I feel things that happen that is root causes, what got me here, and what I plan to do to help me get out of it. Whew, this is going to be deep, because when you do stuff like this, it brings up some of the raw emotion too. So, my cons. I feel inadequate in a lot of ways. Shame, a lot of shame, fear, trauma, and at the 5th one, I was kind of undecided what I wanted that to be, because I'm sure there's a whole bunch of stuff that I could put in there. But for right now, I'm just going to throw depression in there, because I feel like don't nobody get to this point of weight. Right now, I just did a video and my weight is 428. Up in a week and a half from the 418. And a lot of it is, inflammation and stuff, and taking medications such as steroids that to help with the inflammation also make you eat a lot. And I have a problem with starch. I just can't leave the bread Stop it. I eat starch, and I need to do better at choosing my food that's going to better suit where I need to go. I'm trying my best to even speak life into the things I do, because one of the other things that I do, and I should really write that down, is self-sabotage. That's what it should be, before depression, is self-sabotage. Those are the 5 areas that I want to look at that really is like the blockage of me moving forward in a healthy manner. Self-sabotage. So let me put that down. All right, so that's the 5 things that we're going to be looking at. Inadequacies, shame, fear, trauma, and self-sabotage. Those are my top 5. That is my blockage. I think I want to start with the self-sabotage, because that is like the bomb that blows everything up. Every single time I'm on a good path, it's me self-sabotaging myself. And feeling inadequate. I think those are those will be the top 2. So self-sabotage and inadequacies. How am I going to deal with that? Self-sabotage. The only thing that I could say to that, and also works for feeling inadequate, is practice makes perfect. Nope, it does not. There's no such thing as perfect, and I don't believe that. Practice makes permanent. Like I said, I'm not coming up with anything brand new. All of these things is out there. Self-help books, self-care, all of the things is already out there. I'm just going to implement them into my life, and my lack of being consistent and disciplined is going to help those 2 areas. So the practice makes permanent, and what makes it permanent is me being consistent and disciplined to fix that. See, saying fix meaning I'm broke. No, it's to improve those areas in my life. I'm trying to do all of the things. Speak better into myself. Speak life into myself. Even being careful how you speak about yourself. Our bodies is 70 to 80% water. Water holds memory. If you speak poorly of yourself, your body is going to remember that, and it's going to stick in your subconscious, and you are going to live your subconscious thinking out loud in real time, in real life. Intellectually, I could get it. Intellectually, I know it. But my subconscious, where I'm still having the record played of all of my inadequacies and self-sabotaging thinking, stinking thinking as they call it, and like the 12-step programs and stuff like that. All of those things play in my subconscious. And how do I know it do? Because it shows up in my everyday life, and my food choices, and my lack of desire to do things, my lack of motivation and stuff like that. And I'm holding myself accountable for the part I play. Did it stem from something different, from a childhood trauma, a childhood past? Yes. But as an adult, we can't continue to carry the torch of what happened to us as in our past and say this is the reason why we are, and the world must accept that, because that is unacceptable. That's unacceptable to you, because the better you show up for yourself, the more you love yourself, the more you do things to love on yourself and lavish yourself and improve yourself, the better you show up for the people in your life that you say you love. Because one of the things that I want to rip off for me is saying that I love somebody, my family, my friends, even myself, but don't prove it to myself in my actions. My actions tell me I don't love myself fully. When I make all of the wrong choices about what I put in my body, what I put on my body, I have countless hours of watching, reading, seeking out all of the self-help that I could possibly digest, and then I don't implement it. And my top 5 people that I love to watch right now, as far as healing modalities, is Healthy Alternative with Chris James, Dr. Bobby Price, Yaki Awaken, Dr. Baxter Montgomery, and it is this very distinguished Indian doctor, and I can't remember his name because it's rather long, but they speak volumes, and I love all of their modalities of healing, and all of them have the same modality, in which is a healthy plant-based, or mostly plant-based, because I believe the Indian doctor he promotes a plant-based diet, but he doesn't make it more of a necessity like the other 4 does, where that's their lifestyle. And I'm almost there, and I say almost there because I quit eating meat, and I shouldn't say that because I still eat fish. I'm a pescatarian, in 2015, but I still do eat cheese and other things, and I want to get rid of those things out of my diet. I want to quit the fish. I want to quit all of the dairy and become 100% plant-based in my eating. So we're going to start with the inadequacy, and with that I'm going to do the practice makes permanent method. And so what I'm going to do between tonight and tomorrow is just write down positive affirmations, listen to positive music, no longer look at, I don't watch any horror flicks and stuff like that, but I really want to go through any and everything that has any negative, any sort of negative undertone, what I'm watching. You know, any movies that could be considered like downgrading in any sort of way. Because when you think about any sort of lifestyle, because I don't plan to go on no diet, I want to improve my lifestyle. You have to watch and be careful what you ingest in every single way. What you're reading, what you're watching, what you're listening to as far as music. And especially when you desire to be healthy, because everything affects us. I am almost at the 18-minute mark, so I'm going to kind of wrap this up. And this is what I want to keep up. So it is, I don't know if you could see it. Oh no, what happened? It's October 4th. October 4th. Did y'all see that? This light is glaring. It's October 4th. This is my 3rd video, so I owe another video so I could be completely caught up for Vlogtober. So I need my tribe to pull up and show out for yourself, not for me. I want to be someone that is just super duper transparent and relatable, and kind of tribe up, like-minded people doing things and moving into our best life despite what's going on, because the world is technically falling apart. But even while it's falling apart, I want to love on myself so much, so deeply, so just honestly and authentically that it affects everyone around me. I want to love my family and friends and show up in a way in their lives that I never ever did before. And that includes you, all my friends and family. So, with that being said, see you tomorrow. Love you. Bye.